Okay, video number 2. So I'm going to try out the smaller pieces here. Some of those, that's coming out really nice actually, what I was doing just now. I'll show in a sec. I just want it to keep going. I did put a bit of heat on it. I think that helped. So I'm going to try some smaller pieces here. Now, there's a method that they're calling the coral effect. And that looks really interesting. So I'm going to give that a go. I've varnished with the Fleur satin again. The other reason that you want to seal the base like this is because with something like wood, or the canvases or whatever you might use, any air that comes through will make holes in your work. So it's not just for the slip, it's also to completely seal it. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, right, so I'm going to put a base of black down on my little thing. And then for the coral effect, what you have to do is you have to mix your resin, your medium. You have to mix it a lot more medium to colour. So I'm just got, this is a 1-to-1, the basic standard pouring medium and black. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add more pouring medium to my paint. So I'm basically going to make a ratio of 3 to 1. 3 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint. So that's already 50-50. So by my maths, I need to really stir this in the stirring sticks. Right, so I'm going to mix. You need to always stir all these things because nothing works properly if the ingredients aren't already mixed together well. So right, I'm going to put a bit in there. And then so that I'm not wasting product, and because I want to keep using the same colours because I think that it will help you understand how these things work. Okay, so that I'm going to stir as well. So this is, I would say, 3 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. Oh yes, and by the way, it's chalky paint that we're using. We're not using the eggshell, we're using the chalky. It's their more pure form of pigment. Don't want to mess with the makeup. So I've tried to get the black as much over the base as I can. And now I'm going to try and see if we can get this coral effect that they were talking about, which was pretty amazing. So I'm just going to drop a bit in the middle. Let's see what happens. So I can already see there definitely is more kind of like veins creeping out from the middle. Is there any way I can describe it? Ooh. So my feeling is you should just leave it, but I really fancy putting a bit of copper in the middle of that as well. Okay, so I'm just going to do a tiny bit of copper into another cup. And more pouring medium. So just a little bit. You don't need a lot for what we're doing. I'm looking at this already. This is, whereas we're, ratios that we've been told to do is, 50-50. This is 3 to 1. So I'm going to now pour this in the middle of the balloon. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, now I can see. So immediately, I don't know, I'll bring this up to the camera. Can you see this kind of like veins? Definitely a lot more. Oh wow. Separation going on. This is lovely. Wow. So, sorry, I should be showing you. is nice. And there's no cells in this at all. But look how liquid this all is. This is what's really lovely about this. Oh my goodness, that's it. Now we're getting somewhere. Look at this going on. Those sticks are lethal. I'm going to knock something else over in a minute, aren't I? It's like a cow or something. Like a, got a almost animal-like quality to it. The separation on this is lovely. Really, really lovely. Okay, I'm going for it. Let it drip off. Okay. So really lovely. Colours aren't really doing it justice, but really, really lovely sort of separation going on there. I'm going to drop a bit more copper into it. See what happens. Ah, now I'm getting the coral effect. Haha. Can you see what they're saying? This is like a coral effect. You're getting literally like kind of almost like fingers coming out from those bits of copper. Interesting. I feel like I should just leave that and not mess with it much more. I'm just going to put a little bit of paint around the sides because I can't bear the fact that there's bits that are missing. So I'm going to just drip them around. You know, because this is your Christmas present next year, don't you know? You're all going to get a coaster. Okay, so that is coral. So it's just really about using more of the pouring medium to paint. That's the way I can describe it. Nice. Okay, I'll take some photos later.